The Winton Foundation for the Welfare of Bears was launched on the memorable date of 10-10-10, receiving charitable status less than a year later, in September 2011. It was founded by Leslie Winton, a Scot, as a result of a lifelong passion for bears and in memory of and as a tribute to the father she lost when she was 4 months old, George Hay Winton. The Foundation works to raise awareness of the threats facing bears around the world. We provide assistance to new and established projects rescuing bears, with funding for ongoing care costs such as food, veterinary supplies and enrichment. We are not tied to any one organisation, but work in partnership with other groups. We are driven and dedicated to giving bears a better life. We are currently assisting 27 bear projects in 11 different countries, including Animals Asia, the Idaho Black Bear Rehabilitation Center, the Bear League, the Northern Lights Wildlife Sanctuary, Wildlife SOS, Woodlands Wildlife Refuge, Wildwood Trust, and many, many more, including our beautiful rescued ex-circus bears Carmen, Susie, and Peggy, now safe and receiving great care at the Five Sisters Zoo in Scotland.
The Winton Bear Foundation has done an amazing job in its first 5 years to help bears around the world. In this short time, the Foundation has raised funds to help with the rescue and care of bears from often appalling captive conditions in India, China, Pakistan, USA, Romania and many other areas. Leslie Winton has also funded education and awareness materials for schools and rescue facilities to create more understanding of the plight of bears worldwide and the threats they face. That was the essence of the Liberty campaign that I started in the early 1990s to protect bears from cruelty in the wild and in captivity. The public awareness work for bear protection undertaken by Leslie Winton has been a shining example to all those organisations and foundations created by individuals, showing how they utilise the enthusiasm for the good of animals and people around the world. I'm really impressed with the first 5 years' work of the Winton Bear Foundation, and I would urge everyone to support Leslie to raise more funds to help more bears in the coming years. Well done to the Winton Foundation for the Welfare of Bears.
In 2013, our Bears Matter Month initiative was launched, running from Valentine's Day to Mother's Day each year and incorporating International Save Bears Day on February 21st. The month is dedicated to bears around the world to raise funds for their care and awareness of the threats they face and showcasing the organisations we support, working to help them. To mark our 5th birthday, we launched our Will You Give It 5 initiative, holding a variety of events and encouraging our supporters to carry out fundraising activities centred around the number 5. Education is an important part of our work. Our information-packed literature and materials raise awareness of the plight of bears around the world. Our newsletter, Bears Matter, is produced twice a year. In 2013, we funded the cost of 2,000 panda conservation posters informing people how they can work to save this beautiful bear and look after its habitat. The posters were distributed to 400 schools in China, helping to play a part in educating around 250,000 children about the threats facing the giant panda. The poster reads, "To protect wild animals and plants and their habitat, do not hunt and eat wild animals. Do not pick bamboo shoots and wild herbs." Our small selection of merchandise helps to raise the profile of the Bear Foundation. Our unique and groundbreaking Fostering Compassion project, which works with vulnerable children in foster care and kinship care who struggle to show compassion and empathy, continues to receive great acclaim from participants and professionals alike. Through our workshops and activities, we share rescued animal stories which help the children see animals as sentient beings with feelings and emotions similar to their own. By sharing the animal stories, the children gain a greater understanding of their own circumstances. In October 2013, the Winton Foundation for the Welfare of Bears was represented for the first time at the Advancing Bear Care Conference in New Jersey, United States. The 2015 conference in Vietnam sees us assist with the sponsorship of the cost of delegates from developing countries attending the conference, helping educate more bear caregivers, and in turn, helping more bears in great need.
I'm Elsa Paulson, and I'm president of the Bear Care Group. I'm also a consultant on bear husbandry issues around the world. I've had the pleasure of working with Leslie Winton since the inception of the Winton Foundation for the welfare of bears. If I were to sum up the organization in one word, I'd have to say integrity. They work hard to raise funds for bear welfare issues globally, and for that reason, they've grown from a small fledgling organization to an internationally respected NGO. I know that we will continue to see great things from the Winton Foundation.
Following attendance at the Advancing Bear Care Conference in 2013, we took a very special little pygmy bear under our wing. Grace was a long-term resident at the Woodlands Wildlife Refuge in New Jersey. She arrived at Woodlands in 2002 in very bad shape, weighing only 4 pounds. As Grace developed, it became clear that she was different. Diagnosed with osteodystrophy, Grace's bones developed abnormally, resulting in small, stumpy legs. This meant that she would not have survived if she had been returned to the wild, particularly since it was thought she was blind too. Grace was loved and cared for by Tracy Lever and her team at Woodlands for 12 years. During the last year of her life, we worked hard to raise awareness of Grace's plight and raise money to help keep her comfortable in the autumn of her life and assist with her increasing medical bills. While at Woodlands, Grace loved her big red ball, fresh green grass and skunk cabbage, but nothing made her happier than a fresh green pine tree, which we had great pleasure buying her in the winter of 2013. Grace passed away in October 2014, enjoying her favorite grapes and acorns, cradled in the arms of Tracy Lever. For orphaned cubs suffering a disability or genetic anomalies, Grace will always be a beacon of light and a symbol of hope for those bears who can't be returned to the wild.
It is our mission to work with like-minded people and organisations to create a world where no bear suffers at the hands of people. We want to help create a world where no bear will ever again be hurt, exploited or tortured for human gain, profit or entertainment. A world where bears can live free from fear and peril inflicted by humankind and can be their majestic selves, living full and natural lives.
Hello Leslie, and greetings from Tojai and Muppet and Jingle and I, and with huge thanks to you Leslie and all of the Winton Bear Foundation. Our massive thanks to you for everything that you've done to help us over these years, to keep us going in the manner that these bears have expected in relation to the most amazing toys that you've been able to provide, both here in China and in Vietnam, and of course just making their lives happy and healthy and fulfilled as the rescue goes on. So I can't tell you how grateful we are. We just rely on people like you, Leslie, and your foundation so much, as you know, to keep us going in the months and the years ahead. We've got a massive job on our hands. We've got 10,000 bears, God help us, to think about on the cages in farms here in China, another couple of thousand in Vietnam. And I just promise you and all who support the Winton Bear Foundation that we are never going to give up until the cruelty ends. So again, thank you so much on behalf of Animals Asia for all your love and your help and your support. We can't do this without you. Mwah! Big bear hugs.